Thank you for sharing that. Well, one of the things that you mentioned in your book that I really like is the fact that people do distracting things or say distracting things during their speech. Example of that is many thank yous and apology. People apologizing.
Yeah.
And any suggestions on how to handle thank yous and an apology during speeches? What do you do? What's the 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 best practice for you?
Just get into the speech. Like, you can thank people later. You can apologize later. First of all, let's talk about thanks and let's talk about apologies. Let's start with apologies. You don't want to apologize for whatever's happening. So sometimes you might hear a speaker say, "Oh, I just want to say, uh, I want to apologize in advance because I'm really not feeling good today, but I decided to push through anyway and come here." Nobody cares. And I'm not saying that in a mean way, but they expect that you are a professional who has gotten a check and you were hired to be here. So, okay, at the end of the day, humanity wise, yes, I'm sorry that you don't feel well, but I don't want that to be the first words out of your mouth when you get on a stage because it makes me feel some kind of way. So now I'm more tuned into, are you going to be able to make it through this speech? And oh, is she feeling well or he not, or is he feeling well versus your message? Don't distract the audience in that way because now you put all eyes on you, the person, instead of the message that you're delivering. That's number one. And then number two, I would say, as far as thanks, oh, I want, as soon as you get on the stage, they call your name out. Our next speaker, Dr. Cheryl Wood, y'all give it up. I come to the mic. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. First of all, stop saying that. That's not, every speaker says that. I'm so excited to be here. No, I hope you are. If you
Yeah.
were not excited to be here, there would be an issue. We would have a problem if you weren't excited to be here. So you don't have to open that way. Be different, be unique, stand out. I don't want you to get up there and use your first 2 minutes to thank everybody. I want to thank the organizer and I want to thank this person for having me and I want to thank that person. You can thank them later. You can send them a handwritten card. You can send them a fruit basket. You can thank them once you get off the stage, right? Like, don't use your first 2 to 3 minutes of your speech for that. Use your first 2 to 3 minutes to captivate the audience, to intrigue them where everything else that they were doing or thinking about doing, they immediately stop. So just think about people. I mean, most of us are attached to our cell phones, right? Even me, my cell phone goes everywhere. So even with a speaking engagement, you'll sometimes see people on their phones, they're checking emails or they're sending a text or they're posting on their social media. They're not, the eyes aren't all on the speaker initially. It's your job to get all eyes on you, where they go from this to, okay, wait a minute, who is this and what are they about to talk about? That's your job, is to interrupt everything else that they are doing or thinking about and get all of their attention on your message. And so for me, I am very intentional about not thanking and apologizing when I open. I go straight into my speech, which is usually something that allows the audience to engage with me, because from the onset, I want them to know this is not going to be a lecture. This is going to be a dialogue. A dialogue means I'm going to talk to you and you're going to talk back to me, right? A conversation. And so one of the ways I might do that is I might say something like, "Hey, I want everybody to stand up and I want you to repeat after me, but hold on, before you repeat after me, I need you to commit that you're going to give me your level 10 energy. Can y'all handle it? Now, are you sure you can handle it? Yes. All right, let's go. I am a winner. I am a winner. I think like a winner. I think like a winner. I act like a winner. I act like a winner. Winning is in my DNA." And they're repeating this. And all that's happening is that their energy is just heightening right at the start of my speech. That is really less of a speech and a lecture and more of a conversation. And so now they feel, and then at the end of that, I say, "Now I want you to go and I want you to find two people you don't know. And I just want you to look them in their eye and tell them, I see you, winner. You're in the right place at the right time." Now the room is buzzing. It disrupts everything they thought I was going to do, because they thought I was going to be like every other speaker. "Oh, I'm so excited to be here. I want to thank, and I want to thank, and I want to thank." Look, that is outdated, played out. That was back in the 1900s. We are in 2025. Level up your game in speaking. Do something different. Stand out. Engage the audience. People want to feel like you're connecting with them. And that's not by giving a scripted opening where you're thanking everybody or you're apologizing.
Wow, powerful, powerful. Thank you so much. When I first started Toastmasters in one of my clubs, a distinguished Toastmaster will always be furious and angry when somebody apologizes. He will say, "We don't apologize." That's what he would say. And I didn't understand then, but now as I grew as a speaker, I understand
Yeah,
why he was usually very angry when people just stand up and start apologizing for things that we know you made a mistake. Just keep going.
exactly.
That kind of